to our final day of the 12 Days of Beauty. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty. And this here is day 12. We have arrived at the final day of the 12 Days of Beauty. It seems like I've been doing my makeup every day for the last 5 months, but it really has only been 12 days. So we're on the final day, and it's a little late. It's a little late in the game. It's a little late in the day, but we're going to do this makeup. So we have completed 11 days of beauty, 11 days of different colors and different looks, or at least trying to do something different. So I've had fun doing this. I don't know if I'm going to do it next year the same way. I probably will change up some things. But hopefully next year we'll be here and we'll be doing 12 Days of Beauty, and we'll have some new tools and be able to play with a few new things. We will have learned some new things since then. So we'll see how that's going to go next year. But for right now, we're going to do gold. So let's get started. So for the final day, I'm not going to use a reference photo also because I know how to do a gold something. I know how to do gold. I've done gold quite a bit. But I was trying to use something I haven't used a whole lot of, as per the usual. And so things that I haven't used that much. So I grabbed a few things out the kit real fast. And to start, let's do our eyes. We're going to start with the eyes as usual. So for the eyes, for the primer, we're going to use this is the ColourPop Party Proof Primer, eye primer. This is in the shade Translucent. I've not used this one a whole lot because I have other translucent eye primers that I prefer using. Not to say that this one is terrible. I just use other ones first before I use this one. But it's fine. So we're gonna do something real nice with it. We can't get this a little spread out. Okay. And it does not dry as fast as the other translucent ones that I own, but it's pretty decent. It dries fairly fast. All right, so that's one eye. Let's go ahead and do the other. I actually don't mind the ColourPop eye primer. I have 3 tubes of it. Because when I discovered it, I was like, ooh, I'm going to go ahead and just buy all of them. Just buy all of them. And be done with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of smooth that out with my finger a little bit. Okay. All right. So that's that. While we're waiting, we're going to use ColourPop. Again, we're going to set up this face with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Set It Up Primer for the face. I have enjoyed doing this. I've enjoyed doing the 12 Days of Beauty. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'm still going to do our weekly episode. Trying to get enough to come out of here real quick. And then I am definitely going to let my face rest because I have been doing makeup for 12 days. So 12 days straight. So definitely gonna let this face rest. And we're going to do a deep clean probably on Sunday. I do have a beauty haul to film. I went to Marshall's earlier today. Spent $114 on makeup. So I got a few new things. Some things I'd already seen. I got some more of the dew for my hair. And looking forward to trying that. But yeah, I'm going to definitely do a deep clean and let this face rest. I may or may not wear makeup on Monday. Just because I'll probably wear makeup. I'll take that back. I probably will wear makeup Monday and Tuesday. But then I'm working from home on Wednesday because that is my normal day to work from home. And so I will work from the house, meaning I will not need to wear makeup. Then I go back into the office on Thursday. Probably will wear makeup on Thursday. And then probably let it rest Friday. And wear it again on Saturday. So we'll be back into our normal routine, but I will definitely do a deep clean to let her rest. Because, oh my gosh. I know my skin hate me. I know my skin hate me right now. She's just like, I hate you so much. I'm like, hate hard, baby, hate hard. But she does not like me because I have been wearing makeup for the last 12 days straight. Whew, that skin is just so angry right now. Yeah. So, all right. So while that is drying, which this is already pretty much dry, and my skin feels incredibly soft right now. I mean, it feels very soft all over. So I did a good job of getting it everywhere and making sure I coated everything, and it does look real smooth and blurred down. So that part's done. Okay. So these eyes are also dry. So since we're doing a gold look, we're going to go all out for the gold look. We're going to cut this crease with the Ruby Kisses 24-hour eyeliner, waterproof. And that's why I wanted a good clean translucent base to do this. Now, the difference between this and this first one, we did a smoky eye on the first day. A gold smoky eye. We are not going to do a smoky eye this time. We're going to do a purely straight up gold eye. I'm going to keep this out just to clean this up. But you can see it's kind of cut. Crease is cut, but we'll probably need to add a little bit more in just a minute. All right. Now, for the base for this eye, we're going to use the NYX Ultimate Glow Shots. This is in the shade Glitzy Guava. It is a gold and is a liquid eyeshadow. It's one of my later buys. Okay. This one I don't have any problems with the color acting up or being patchy or anything like that. It tends to be fine with this color. Okay. And y'all see one good coat. It went on real well. Very little touching has to be done here. I'm just filling in up at the top here because this gold matches, but I can see where I left a little space. Okay, so Go ahead and do the other eye. Now I'm leaving a space down there because I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to do an over the lash line pinup line yet or not. I've not really made that determination, and I know I will need to have decided that in the next couple of minutes. I know I'm going to have to make that decision very shortly. But I've not decided that. But I'm leaving that space just in case. If I decide to do one, then I will do one. Okay. Okay. Let's see. It's a good even coat. And it is over here. It looks like it isn't, but I promise it's just a shadow because it's there. But to be on the safe side, I will add just a little bit more. Try not to put a ton on here so that this will dry in a decent amount of time. But I will add some more over here just to be on the safe side. Okay. Alright, so now we need to make a decision what we're going to do. Are we going to do that over the lash line or not? I think I will do it. I'm looking for my black. I did, in fact, pull my pencil down. I got my new black pencil in. This is the cream gel liner in the shade Swerve. I did get this in. So I pulled it out of my extras box. So this is a fresh, brand new, I ain't never turned it up till just now, pencil. All right, so we are going to do this. Like I said, yes, I'm aware I could do this with liquid liner, but for me, it's easier to just do this with pencil. With a regular old black pencil. And to draw down instead of trying to draw across like I was. And I just went over here and drew a wing because I knew I was going to come back and add one later. I may erase that and draw it after I do my foundation and all of that. Because we were going to come back and do the under eye. Okay, now before I put a topper on here, which I don't really even need a topper, but this gold is very, very reflective. Very reflective. Okay. So, but I do kind of want to add a little something to it. So, we are going to add the Danessa Myricks Color Fix Sticks. This is Duo 4. And I'm trying to debate which one do I want to do. I think I want to do the Artemis. Artemis is the foil. And it is really, really pretty. I'm pretty sure my eye is dry now. So this just adds a little bit more shiny, reflective to what was already super shiny and reflective on my eye. Now, I don't do a whole lot different than what was already there, but it does do something. I can see it. And that's just from the tapping. So what wasn't already gold is now definitely gold. Swiping adds a little bit more to it also. You swipe and tap. Some of them I find I get a little bit more results by tapping, and some I get a little bit more results by swiping. All right. Oops. So let me go back in here and fill in where I messed up and touched the black. Okay. Okay. All right. That's cute. All right. So that turned out really nicely. All right. We're going to go ahead and put Miss Danessa Myricks back so we can get her squared away and situated. I have to put that one back later. Okay. Now, let's talk about these lashes. I'm really not going to emphasize the lashes too much because I've got the over the eye line. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Sky High Tinted Primer to do my lash primer. Okay. I just want to get them coated. And I'm not going to do a whole ton to it. I don't really care if they're like super separated or not. Because it doesn't matter with this lash line on. Okay. All right. So that's that taken care of. Then we're going to start with the Great Lash. This is the Maybelline Great Lash mascara. It's in the shade Very Black. I don't expect this to make my lashes be tall or anything. Maybe a little bit more. Slightly taller, but not anything massive. Alright. I mean, they still kind of popping over the black, but nothing kind of crazy or anything. Okay. And then we're going to go in with the Essence Lash Like a Boss. And I did comb through my lashes earlier, so before I started fooling with mascara and all of that. And I also comb through the brows. All right, so that's done. All right, so lashes and things are done. We can't really see anything, but I promise you my lashes are done. They are fairly coated in full over top of this black lash line. All right, so for right now, eyes are done. We will come back and do under eye. Let's now worry about this face. Okay, so this over here is slowly clearing up, as you can see, slowly clearing up. It's getting there. So, with the primer on, we are ready to go on our face. So, for the face foundation workup, we're going to use the Maybelline Fit Me. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. It's for normal to oily. Number 355, Coconut. This seems to be very, very close for me. I'm going to go ahead and give myself just a tad here. Okay. I think that is definitely enough. I'm trying to get my little brush so I can wipe off the bottle. Because I got a bunch of it just sitting there on the edge of the bottle. I'm like, no. Just sit there for a second. All right. Because you have to pour that out of here. It's not like a pop cap or something like that. That one doesn't pop off. That one is a screw off. All right. So I have my little palette with my stuff. And now I'm just using my little brush. And I'm going to start applying with the brush. Might be slightly light for me, but Also, too, we're not going to apply under the eye. We're doing concealer under there. Paint me a little mustache real quick. Okay. Alright, so we got it basically on the face. Okay. All right. That's all of it. All right. Let me get this one little strand of the hair out of the way before I start trying to blend, because it will get in the way. All right. Face is itching right where I just put stuff too. All right. So blending, we're going to use our Morph brush. This is the 103 foundation brush. And actually, before we do that, let's put our concealer on. For the concealer, of course, we're going in with the ColourPop in the shade Dark 170N. Okay, so we got her under the eye, and that area, that little region right there. All right. All right. All right, so now we're gonna start blending. I like this foundation. It does blend very well. It's a good match for my skin. It looks like at first that it wouldn't be, and then when I start blending it out, it is a almost perfect match. Decent coverage, real decent coverage. Highly buildable, and just a really nice blend. Don't really gotta do too much to blend it. We'll be coming back with the concealer brush in just a second. Trying not to touch that over there. Okay. All right. So that's blended. Now let's worry about doing this blend of the under eye. All right. Like I say, every time I do this, I swear, oh no, this is not going to blend right. It's going to look crazy, and then it doesn't. It doesn't. You definitely have to just trust the process there. It's not going to look crazy if you blend it correctly, or at least halfway correctly. Like, I don't think my blend job is the greatest, but as long as I do this halfway correctly. This is also the Morphe 132 concealer, angled concealer brush. I don't think my blending job is that great, but I am proof positive you too can. If I can do it, anybody can do this. Get these cheek area. Inside corner of the eye. Okay. Get around the hairline. Don't forget about your hairline. I mean, y'all won't see it anyway because I'm wearing bangs, but I do have Betty bangs on this wig, so. But for consistency's sake, let's blend that out, what we're supposed to. All right, that's a pretty decent job there. Brightened under eye. All right, now that's face. Let's talk about blush. So for the liquid blush, I'm gonna give it one more go. Try to use this. I've not used this in a minute. I bought it, I tried it. It was very lightweight blush. But it's okay, and I like the color. Do like the color. All right, so this is, so y'all know what this is. This is the SheGlam Color Bloom Liquid Blush in the shade Petal Talk. Okay. And it's this pinkish color. So. That's interesting. So on camera, so I'm looking at it how it looks on camera for y'all. See, for me, all I see is just pink. Okay. And this comes down in a very this is gonna blend down in a very subtle color. Let me get my blush brush. This is the Real Techniques number 82. As you can see, this is very subtle for me. It's almost like highlighter. Basically, it's highlighter for me. This is not, it's liquid blush, but it performs like a highlighter on me in this shade. So that's how we're gonna treat it. It's pretty, but this is more like a liquid blush. I mean, this is more like a highlighter for me. Okay. All right. Then, so that's off to the side. I am going to use a highlighter slightly This is the NYX Jumbo Highlighter. Multi-use face stick, but I call it a highlighter because that's what I'm using it as. I'm going to use my fingers to actually apply this. As I learned the other day with highlighter, we just need to use our fingers and tap it in with the finger. Instead of trying to draw on and swipe on and do all that, just do that. Just do that with your finger, because it's much easier. Okay. Okay. So that's the one where the cap literally just kind of exploded. I was like, I wasn't supposed to do that. All right. Okay. So then we can now set the face. And to set, we're going to use Juvia's Place. Actually, you know what? We're going to use SheGlam today. Use the SheGlam under eye and the this is the Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. And we're gonna start with this under eye first, as they're wanting you to do. And that's this part, the compact part. That looks crazy. That looks crazy. And I got a bunch of it on my nose. What kind of foolishness? Okay. I got a bunch of this on my nose, and it's crazy over here on my face. All right. I'm taking the bottom part and now going to set my face. This looks crazy. Probably put too much on here. I also did not diffuse that in my hand. And that's fine. Try to get that off my nose. Now I got a way to fix this. Never fear. I do have a way to fix it. Because that is entirely too much powder. It's entirely too much. It's not supposed to be that bright like that. And as you see, there's like none right there. And barely any over there on the side. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dust myself first. Dust some of this down and off, so that's a little bit, that helps a little bit for this excess, especially here. And this is my Kabuki, my e.l.f. Kabuki brush. All right, now we're going to come back in and darken her down with the Deep Dark baking powder. This is the Makeup Revolution Deep Dark baking powder, and we're gonna darken her down just a tad. Because that is the fastest, quickest way to do that for me. Here. All right. As you can see, it's immediately coming back down. At least a little bit. Still a little ashy, but it's coming down. Generally, this is too dark for me. This powder will be entirely too dark. Yes, I want it to be a little bright under the eyes, but not that much. Not as much as it was. My gosh. That was just a tad bit too much. But as you can see, that brought it down. Yes, it took away my highlight, but it's fine. Took away a little bit of... I can still see it, kind of, over here, a little bit. Now, I am, in fact, powdered to the gods at this point. So, that's a little bit better. Alright. And that is why I keep that deep dark powder on hand. It's so that, in the event I do too much with a too light product, I can darken myself back down to my normal, somewhat normal skin tone by doing that. Sometimes we gotta I overdo, and then I have to come back and correct. So, all right. As you can see, that now looks normal and does not look like I put entirely too much white base on, as I want to do sometimes. All right, so now we are ready for powder blush, which I am going to do with, if I can find my brush. All right, this is the Morphe 164 powder brush. We're going to go in with Juvia's Place today. This is the Juvia's Place Blush Duo Volume 5. And for the blush, we're going to do something with this top color. It's this color. To go with this gold. Okay, nice. Very nice and subtle. The shock of blush, but it's not overpowering. It does look slightly crazy, I'm not gonna lie. It does look a bit weird. But it's the color itself. Not necessarily that I put too much on. Which again, if I really need to, I can dummy that back down, because powder can overtake other powder. All right, which I think I will do a little bit. A little bit too much blush. Let's see if I can also maybe do that a little bit. Just a tad. Okay. I'm going to powder that down just a tad bit. So that kind of lessens the intensity of it. Just a tad bit. Alright. Because all I did was go over it with my And so that dropped it down quite a bit in intensity. Okay. So that's taken care of. All right, now let's talk about lips. Or actually, let's finish off the under eye. We'll do the under eye, and then we'll talk about lips. For the under eye, we're going to go with the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. Okay. I actually really like this eyeliner. It's not bad. All right. My wings look weird, but whatever. It's me and I like it. All right. So that is that. Eyes. Okay. So now for the lips. I am going to wear a gloss today. I'm not going to wear a lipstick. I'm thinking about what color I want to wear for the lip. I don't know. I didn't really think about a lip liner. I don't think I might not wear a lip liner. Now that I'm looking at that, I don't think I will. So I do need to put on some primer though on my lips. So I'm reaching into the kit to get. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip primer. I was thinking about the name. I don't know. It was like, oh wait, it's just lip primer. That's all it says. It says lip primer. So it doesn't have a shade. It's literally just white. It did not have a scent. All right. My lips are being kind of weird right now, so. Okay. And then for the base, we're going to wear the Touch of Gold. Let's start there. This is the Bath and Body Works Touch of Gold lip gloss out of their Touch of Gold collection. There's a candle, body wash, lotion, lip gloss, hand soap, and something else. I bought the lip gloss and the, I think that's it. Maybe the lotion? I don't remember. I know I bought this. And that's how I know all what comes in the collection. At least the major components of it. Yeah, it's not super shimmery. It's not like some of my other lip gloss that's like the Essence Extreme Shine. But it is what it is. I got it for free, so and I don't mind it. It's nice. It's not super sticky at all. All right, and then for the topper, we're going in with the Sephora glossed lip gloss. This is in the shade Money, 125 Money. This has a chrome reflective thing going on. So it appears pink, but it's actually really gold. It really does look pink in this lighting. And it looks like it on camera, but I promise y'all this is actually really and truly gold. Y'all see that, right? This is actually gold. All right. I like how that turned out. Okay. All right. Now, all that's left to do is set the face. So, to set the face, we're going to go in with the, if I can find it. I guess I'll do a L'Oreal Infallible. All right, we were going with the L'Oreal Infallible. The L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. Okay. Now, let's talk about jewelries and accessories. So, I opened one of my gold pairs of earrings. If I can get the backing off here. I ordered these, as I talked about the other day. I ordered these in a pack of gold earrings for something dealing with my sister-in-law's wedding. Wound up not wearing any of them, and then I opened some of them to wear after the wedding. So these are some I just opened out of that pack. So that's what they look like. They're very pretty. I do think they're gorgeous. They're super pretty. So then, for our final accessory, one of our favorite accessories to wear, a gold flower for my hair. I tend to wear my flowers, and this is why you guys have not seen me do this until now, unless you've been watching during the summer. I tend to wear my flowers in the summer and spring in the summer, and my hair scarves and bandanas during the winter, fall and winter, because by then it's cooled off. Flowers tend to be a little bit more helpful in the summertime with dealing with heat and all of that. So, and my head getting hot. All right, so I'm going to take my bangs down because that, ladies and gentlemen, is the completed look. So I can get this other one out of my hair. This other pin. I'm going to straighten up the bangs. I literally had somebody tell me they didn't like my Betty bangs. And I was like, it's a good thing your opinion doesn't matter now, doesn't it? Like, I just looked at him like, okay, what's your point? First of all, you're not wearing it. Let's start there. Second of all, I'm not married to you. And the person who I am married to does not care. And actually likes them on me. So that just made you increasingly irrelevant. Then on top of that, why do you feel the need to keep telling me your opinion on these things, on what I like to wear and look like? This person has a very, very overinflated sense of self. And thinking that their opinion is important. It's not. They've been disabused of that notion too. That their opinion is important. They have been wholly disabused of that notion at this point. So it's not even important at this point. But just know that some people swear their opinion is so important to what you got going on. And you're like, oh no, they don't like Betty Bangs. I gotta change my hair. So, do you understand? We have to change it right now. Like, they're also like, oh yeah, I don't like too much makeup. I'm like, at any point, please let me know when I should give a shit. What you think? It's so self-important. So, like, super self-important. Alright, so yes, I'm trying to separate his hair a little bit back here. Yeah. Yeah, we're not friends. We're not friends. Because I was just like, I don't like you. Like, I just, you know, you just kind of, sometimes somebody will say something and you just kind of look at them like, yeah, no, and let me stop talking to you. Because your stupid will start rubbing off. It was like that. So, yeah, there's that. So, my gold flower. And usually, yes, in the summertime, I will wear my gold flower with my, with a gold outfit. And, we, have a good time. Now, I was also raised by somebody. You know, hear me talk about my beloved late mama. My mother was a fashion and clothes horse back in the day. And ma'am was very much against, we do not wear gold before 5. Gold is an after 5 color, which it is. And so I try to be very judicious in what I am wearing that is gold. I'll wear gold for date night and I'll wear gold for special events and things, but yeah, I very seldom wear gold during the day just because, like I say, it's been drilled into me, such as I told y'all about the wearing short earrings with long hair and long earrings with short hair. Yeah, your girl was very much gold is a after 5 color, gold, silver. We do not wear white to other people's weddings because that's foolish. Dress for the occasion, please find out what the occasion is. So so yeah, very, very little gold before 5. So yeah, no, I carry those lessons with me. Oh, definitely no white after Labor Day, and no white before Easter, and Memorial Day, because by then it was for practical reasons. Temperature wise, it warmed up, and or, you know, after Labor Day it would cool off. So yeah, I very much live by that even now. And I tend to put my summer stuff up probably mid-September. Very, 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 very much judicious on paying attention to that sort of thing still. So there's that. Nice fashion rules to live by. All right, so this has been the final day of our 12 Days of Beauty for 2025. We are now in 2026. We will continue going forward with Budget Beauty. This has been fantastic and fun to do. I've enjoyed it. I have had fun getting up every day and planning what I was going to do for colors and any type of theme or whatever. I had fun doing it. So, yeah, we'll probably do this again next year and do something at the end of 2026. We'll probably change the time of when we start so that we end on December 31st. So we'll see about that. That will be something to take into consideration when we start planning. So I want to thank y'all for watching. You guys have been wonderful coming in and commenting and watching and generating views and talking about what it is we're doing here. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to all of the new followers. Hi, welcome to Budget Beauty. Have fun while you're here. We hope you just stick around and you watch our videos and you find what I have to say informative and you like what you see. So, thanks for watching. Come back and watch more of our series later. We very much appreciate the support and we will see you later. Peace.